I'm Peter Scherr. I'm a Hong Kong local, and I play the bass, and I'm delighted to be here as well.
My name is Chris Trzcinski. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, USA. I live in Shanghai, China for 6 years, and I play drums. I'm also happy to be here.
Well, I know some people in Sydney who play a lot with Peter, and so I heard his stuff and I wanted to play with him, and Peter suggested Chris, and we got together and it really worked well.
Working with other people, and the energy that you get from the other people and from yourself, not just the other musicians but also the audience, can lift you into a state of ecstasy, but you're still very, very clear-minded. It's a wonderful feeling. If the mood is right, if you're able to have a certain kind of relaxed concentration, then the ideas just seem to flow very, very easily, and it's like having a conversation where it's okay if people are talking at the same time, and where sometimes an interruption can be a very, very positive thing. You know, it's kind of like a conversation. Felt that certain kinds of music really fit into a certain location or a certain climate, and when I first came to Hong Kong, I played with the symphony here, the Philharmonic, and to me that music, you know, the great 19th century music, a lot of it is from Northern Europe, and it makes sense in a cold climate. So it took me many years before I could really feel that music in the tropics in Hong Kong. Finally I did. You know, for me, you know, some Mahler music is very, very summery and tropical, and it makes sense. balancing act. You know, it's a lot of extra trouble and expense to bring the stuff. And these days, the last year or so, I've been really conscious of trying to control my costs. So I try not to bring more than what I absolutely need to bring, and we pare it down. But it is important that we have the tools necessary to do a good job. We have to be able to hear ourselves well, and the basic tones of our instruments should be close to what we're accustomed to. Can't really develop a body of music without performing several times. I mean, ideally we'd be doing this 5-6 nights a week for months. You know, that's the way I think the best music, the best jazz music grows, from people playing every night for long periods of time. Then you get a really close bond. So a tour is a way for us to have an intensive group of performances. Hopefully the music will develop, and our playing communication will become stronger, more interesting. And for me, China is it's a very interesting place to play. People may not be jazz aficionados there, but they love to hear music. And they will listen carefully, and they will bring their own background. You know.